Hi everybody. So sorry about the lighting back here. I really have to do something about the lighting here. My light's like over there somewhere. So I have an update. Not a so good update, but so just hours before, well, first of all, let me back up. So when you go to your pre-op class for weight loss surgery, you will get an insurance printout like of what your cost is for the surgery. So, mine was great. Mine said I owed zero because I had met my out-of-pocket deductible. And it broke down that the duodenal switch was about, they gave a range, 55,000 to 62,000 or something. But I don't think that included the gallbladder removal and a repair of a hernia. There was something else. Oh, I guess they were doing a liver biopsy too. And it didn't include anesthesiology or the hospital stay. That was just for the surgery itself. So, and on the printout, it said finalized. So I would show it to y'all, but there's like confidential information in there and anyways, so yeah, I get the call the day before because in pre-op class they said you will get a call between these hours to let you know what time to arrive. So you have to arrive like 2 hours 2 hours before your surgery date. And so the first time I was told was to be there at 6:55 a.m. I believe was the first one. I called back, or no, I got another call and they said, oh, there's been a change in the schedule. Be here at 10:45 or something like that. So the scheduler was kind of, didn't know what was going on. So I was like, all right, not thrilled that my surgery got later because I was starving. I was starving on the liquid diet where all you could eat was, well, you couldn't eat nothing. You drink broth, like vegetable broth or bouillon. Stay away from the bouillon. It's got like MSG in it. It's really nasty. Unless you can find like a organic one or something. But all the bouillon I could find around here was just cheap MSG laden stuff. You don't want that. So anyways, so all I could drink was the broth, and it couldn't be bone broth because I love bone broth. I could live on bone broth. It's so delicious and so good for you. And sugar-free popsicles and Jello. That's basically it. That's all I really wanted of what I could have. Oh, and water. You can have water. But no sugar, no nothing. You couldn't have milk, tea, or coffee. Or you could have coffee and tea as long as there was no milk in there. No sugar. Had to be black. So, yeah, I was miserable. I was so miserable the night before surgery. I could have eaten my arm off. I was starving, but I was like, I'm going to do this because it's for my safety and surgery. And plus, I'm going to have to get used to it for 2 or 3, up to a month after surgery. So I was like, okay, got this. No problem. And I get the call like around 5 p.m. or so that my surgery was denied by my insurance. So I'm like, what? Like, I just got an insurance printout saying that my surgery was canceled due to not being medically necessary. So I went off on the insurance company. I went off onto anybody that could tell me anything. To me, this could have been, it should have been resolved a week at least before my surgery, not hours before. So I don't know who to blame. Do I blame the insurance company? Do I blame the doctor? So the first person I spoke to at my insurance company was awful. It sounded like a 16-year-old boy who just didn't want to answer the phone. I know a lot of customer service agents are working at home, but hey, you know, when there's something big like this on the line, we want answers. So I said, I want to speak to someone else. So he's like, do you want me to put you back in the queue? I said, no, I want to speak to your supervisor. So anyways, long story short, he was useless. I hung up on him. I think he just put me on a perpetual hold and never came back. That was his supervisor, him taking a break with me on hold. Anyways, so call the doctor's office. They put me with financial billing or whatever. They said they don't know what's going on. That it said finalized. It should have been approved. Call the insurance company the next day. And I got to speak to someone who had half of a brain. He was actually very nice and very helpful. And he let me know that my chart was missing, or my, what do they call it? Brain fart. My chart was missing. To get the approval is missing medical notes, and that it had to go through a peer-to-peer with the surgeon and a medical person at my insurance, and then it could be approved on the spot. So I'm left with no answers other than that. I'm like, what do I do? Is my surgeon going to appeal it? Is this the end of my weight loss journey or surgery journey? I didn't know what to do. So I called the doctor office. Sorry, my video just kind of froze on me. Call the doctor office. Not knowing exactly what's going on really sucked. You know, am I part of the weight loss surgery plan anymore? I was confused. I didn't know what to do. Do I stay on the liver shrinking diet, which is 600 calories, 700 calories a day? Do I go back to just following the diet they gave me after at the pre-op? No, the pre-op was the liver shrinking. Like before that, do I just follow the high protein, low carb diet? Like, what do I do? I was so confused. So, yeah, I didn't get any answers. I called the insurance company the next day, spoke to someone who said that the surgeon needed to update his notes and possibly have a peer-to-peer review and whatnot. So, yeah, I guess that's where we're at. So I got a call last night saying that my surgeon wants to speak with me today, and I guess I'll know more. I do have a lot of questions, you know, like what happened, you know, but as soon as I get an answer, I'll definitely update you guys onto what's going on. But it was totally awful. This has been so stressful, and I guess one word of advice I can give to anybody undergoing weight loss surgery is to do your due diligence a week before your surgery, if not at the pre-op. Ask them, and don't just ask one person. Maybe speak to someone in the hospital billing and in the doctor's office, and check with your insurance company. See if it's been approved yet, so you don't go through this. I can only imagine people that had to drive hours, which people do, to go to my hospital where I'm having the surgery. They drive hours to get weight loss surgery here. And what if I had to drive hours and possibly stay the night before? That's ridiculous. It really is. So yeah, and I was supposed to be fast-tracked because of my gallbladder and some upper abdominal pain I've been having. So when I had my meeting today with my surgeon, I'll do another video and update everybody and let you know if surgery is a yay or nay. At this point, I would be okay if I had to switch my surgery to an RNY, which is just gastric bypass, or as an absolute last resort, a sleeve, which I've seen a lot of people lose a lot of weight on the sleeve alone. I guess it's all about dedication. But if I had to choose, I would choose RNY. Even though your stomach's about the size of like 2 ounces. I don't even have anything that small on my desk. Actually, I almost do. So this is like 1.5 ounces, this tin. That would be the size of your stomach. What is this? Oh, my doggy balm. So yeah, this would be about as big as much food as my stomach would be able to hold. I would be good with that. So I guess I'll end the video here. I'm gonna get my dog ready for his dog walk. I try to take him. I guess it's like he's like a child. He wants his dog walker. So I'm gonna get him ready for that and start work and whatnot. But I will keep you guys posted. So be well. I hope everybody's staying safe out there. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Okay? So I will talk to you soon and give you the lowdown on my surgery date and what happened, what my next plan of action is. Hey, so stay tuned. Bye, guys.